welcome to Believe It or Not, the series where I watch Naruto and give you my spicy hot takes on an age-old anime. When last we watched, the Chunin Exams were in full effect. Naruto was up against Neji, Shikamaru was up against Temari, everything was going great. But as soon as Sasuke fought against Gaara, shit hit the proverbial fan. Orochimaru had been secretly disguising himself as the Kazekage, taking the Hokage captive, all while the Sand and Sound Ninjas attacked the Leaf Village. Now we're back, and we are specifically focused on Sasuke chasing after Gaara, and Naruto, Sakura, and of course our lovely doggish friend Pakun chasing after Sasuke. Today we will be reviewing episodes 72 through 81 of Naruto. Episode 72, A Mistake from the Past, A Face Revealed. Sasuke is still chasing after the Sand Ninjas in this one. In an effort to slow down Sasuke's pursuit, Temari steps up to bat. Though she is low on chakra, she feels confident that she can delay the Uchiha boy. And I'll admit, she does a very good job of it. Then we cut back to the Hokage. We want to see what's going on there. And sure enough, Orochimaru is in a different body. And he wants to search for immortality because I guess Orochimaru is just a huge jutsu fan and wants to know everything. And so in an effort to preserve that, he is literally body swapping whenever he gets a chance. In this episode, we also get some flashbacks that really sort of build on that regret from the Hokage and why he has not just immediately killed Orochimaru. After everything that's gone on, after all of the chaos and the craziness, the Hokage finally steps up to bat, and he's going to use a secret forbidden jutsu, the Reaper Death Seal. I'd say this was like a 7 out of 10. It's fairly solid. We got some good background stuff on Orochimaru and the Hokage, which I enjoy. I love learning more about what's going on here. Given how this fight has been faring, the Hokage is death flagging. He's on his way out, so I don't know how much longer this is going to last. Episode 73, Forbidden Secret Technique, the Reaper Death Seal. This is where we actually get to see what the Reaper Death Seal is, and it's simple, really. You summon the Reaper, and he will seal something away inside of somebody else. It's actually the exact same technique that Naruto's father used to seal the fox inside of Naruto. Super cool, right? Like, it's a great jutsu, but there is also the matter of the death involved. And basically, once somebody uses it, they guarantee that they will die. So with this Reaper Death Seal, the Hokage not only manages to undo the reanimation of the previous Hokages, but he gets Orochimaru in his grasp, something that will be sticking with us for a couple of episodes. And then we cut back to the woods where Sasuke has managed to get past Temari. Kankuro steps up to bat to say no, I'll delay this time. Shino, our beautiful bug boy, enters the fray and says, I'm gonna do this because I was deprived of fight. And you know what? That's so fair. This one is a 7 out of 10. Same as before. This is the vibe right now. It feels like we're building to something. It's all rising action from here on out. We are going to get a clash between Team 7 and Gaara at some point. It's coming. We're just waiting for that. Episode 74, Astonishing Truth, Gaara's identity emerges. Sasuke has finally caught up to Gaara, which is great. Before we can follow up on that, we do need to see Kankuro and Shino fight. And honestly, I do really like Kankuro. I love his puppet. I love the way it looks. I love the way it fights. I just think it's cool. Made me think should I sit down and watch Zatch Bell since I like guys controlling puppets? But I don't know. Oh, the children who were evacuated from the village, they finally made it to the bunker. Thank God. But right as they get there, the Hokage's Mount Rushmore face just starts cracking. Yeah, the rest of that fight is basically just Kankuro will send his puppet out and then Shino will be bugs. That's how it goes. It's Kankuro, Shino, bugs. Shino comes out on top, but he loses all of his chakra and then passes out. This one is an 8 out of 10. We're still dragging. We still got some side stuff to resolve, but I enjoyed that little fight. I enjoyed the way it was set up. I enjoyed the abilities on display. It's good stuff. Episode 75, Sasuke's decision pushed to the edge. Gaara's still freaking out, as he is wont to do.
This guy's a freak.
We do get a little bit of flashback for Gaara, which is great. He has his own version of the swing that Naruto is always flashing back to, which I guess is required if you're a weird child who was disrespected. If you have a beast inside you, you have to sit on the swing and be lonely. But at the same time, we get some Sasuke backstory. I know it, you know it, everybody knows Sasuke's backstory, but the fact that we're finally getting to see it is nice. We cut back to the barrier, get away from that, and literally no progress is happening. This is the stalemate right now. It's just the Reaper Death Seal grabbing onto Orochimaru and Orochimaru sending a sword through the Hokage. Gaara starts transforming a bit. Sasuke is running out of energy. Even the Chidori, his brand new special technique that he learned from Kakashi, is limited. He can't just throw that out. He's got like 2 charges at most, and any more will kill him. He still tries because it's Sasuke and he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And in doing so, he manages to like flag his curse mark. It starts acting up again. He's got all sorts of gunk on him. And then right as that happens and as he's about to pass out, Naruto and Sakura arrive. This one was a 6 out of 10. It's mainly Gaara and Sasuke, which is not bad, but it's just sort of like middle of the road for me. Episode 76. Assassin in the Moonlit Night. Yeah, this is mostly a flashback episode for Gaara. It sort of follows up on some of the stuff we saw in the previous episode. Gaara has this sort of parental figure in his life that he looks up to. We find out that this person is, I believe, Yashimaru, but that's Gaara's uncle. It's his mom's brother. And he is sort of trying to work Gaara through his mental and emotional anguish. His uncle is like, listen, bro, you just gotta find love from the people who love you. You gotta believe in yourself and believe in other people's kindness. He sucks on his uncle's finger, which is really weird. Then we go back to the barrier. Nothing's changed. Then we go back to the woods, and we just finish up the flashback. Gaara is a child who's trying so hard to be respected. Everybody's mean to him. He accidentally kills a guy, and then somebody comes to try and kill him. But who is it? Who could it be? It was his uncle. Unc tried to kill him. This is a 6 out of 10 episode. I like Gaara flashback. It's important to have backstory on him because that's the thing that I know maybe the least about. It was good backstory, just like for the rest of the episode. It's like, it's all right. Episode 77, Light versus Dark, the two faces of Gaara. Before any proper fighting can occur, we've got to finish the flashback, and it's essentially that Yashimaru, Gaara's uncle, hates him. That's probably fine. Everybody has that. Everybody has that one kid they're beefing with. He's mad because Gaara's birth is directly linked to his sister's death. So it's like, I hate you, you little brat. How dare you? Seems like Gaara's mom was already kind of on the way out. She has a lot of malice towards the Sand Village. All of this, all of the stealing of the beast, all of it was basically a method to get vengeance at the village. She wanted to make a monster who would inevitably destroy that whole beautiful sandy town. And that's fair. Yashimaru tries to suicide bomb himself in an effort to take out Gaara, and even that doesn't work. So not only does Gaara have to find out that the one person he thought was cool actually hated him, then he gets to watch his uncle blow himself up in front of him. It sucks. Gaara had a bad childhood. That would also make me a freak.
This guy's a freak.
So then, in present time, Gaara's finishing his transformation. Naruto summons a little frog, and we cut to the barrier again. Nothing's happening. Don't worry. Then, right at the end, Naruto gets to thinking, hey, you and me, we're not too different. And he locks in. So this one was an 8 out of 10 for me. I liked the conclusion. I liked this part of the flashback more than the previous just because it's really juicy. We really do get like final confirmation on what's going on with Gaara, and it seems like something big's coming in this next episode. Episode 78, Naruto's Ninja Handbook. We immediately come out strong with the introduction of the new opening, Fighting Dreamers, is the one everybody always talks about. It's a good opening. I liked it. And yeah, Naruto has locked in. He's coming in strong. He uses Kakashi's little butt poke technique to actually do something valuable in the fight. He summons a bunch of guys. And this technique of summoning like a dozen guys is special from his Ninja Handbook. Thus the name of the episode. He does have to bring in Chief Toad proper. And so now we are having a cool kaiju battle because Gaara has like completed his transformation. He's a big sand beast. Naruto is also on a big beast. It's time for two big monsters to duke it out. And we also get another sort of confirmation on what's going on with Gaara. The way that his sand beast works, if he falls asleep, then he gives full control over to the monster in an effort to turn the tide of battle. Gaara literally says, all right, I'm gonna pass out. You handle the rest, Sand Beast, in an effort to keep things even on the Naruto side. Naruto and Chief Toad do a little transformation jutsu to give us a cool spectacle. Turns Chief Toad into the nine-tailed fox. So it can be like two-tailed beasts are fighting each other. It's cool. I like it. This episode is a 9 out of 10. It's really great to see Naruto looking cool in front of his friends, actually doing major damage in the fight. Now he's created a beautiful giant monster kaiju tableau for me. I love it. Episode 79, Beyond the Limit of Darkness and Light. This episode is like cleanup, the episode. We have a little bit of that fight between Naruto and Gaara, but mainly we get to see that now that everybody has been evacuated from the Leaf Village, all the cool ninjas can step up and start doing their moves. So, like, basically everybody's parents show up and they start beating up the Sound and the Sand ninjas, taking back the village, so to speak. Intercut with that is Naruto fighting Gaara. He summons more of that nine-tailed fox chakra, and he just knocks the shit out of Gaara. Just like fully KO. Yeah, Chief Toad then pieces out, and he leaves a giant sword plunged into the battlefield, which is just such a cool visual. Then we finally cut back to the barrier. We get some conclusion after so many episodes. They've been struggling back and forth. The Hokage has been trying to remove and seal all of Orochimaru's soul. Orochimaru is strong enough to resist that vis-a-vis stabbing the Hokage in the back. So in an effort to sort of have his cake and eat it too, he severs Orochimaru's soul, giving him the ability to live, but he loses control of his arms. And in a ninja world where you have to use hand signs to do your jutsu, that's as good as not having any powers forever. I love the conclusion of that because, of course, Orochimaru needs to go out and still be a part of this story. He still has weird, evil ninja schemes. So this is a 7 out of 10 episode. I know it's a step down, but it feels pretty good. Everything sort of comes to a close. Naruto beats Gaara. The Hokage finally dies after all of this back and forth, and Orochimaru is, he's done, basically. I think it was a good way to end it. It's very strong. Episode 80, The Third Hokage Forever. As we saw, the battle in the barrier has come to a close, which means the Hokage is done for. And so, with no arms and no guy to fight, Orochimaru just pieces out, has his Sound ninjas literally fly him away. We get some more flashbacks. We think about the swing. I mean, Naruto's doing what Naruto does. He wants to use the power of friendship to get through to Gaara. Naruto kind of slithers through the woods up to Gaara, trying to give his message, but Gaara gets away. But now everybody in the Leaf Village knows that the Hokage is dead, which means sad stuff. We give him a proper ninja funeral. Everybody is sad. I mean, this old man was the bomb. Everybody loved this old dude, and rightfully so. He was like a nice guy. And with the mourning and passing of a ninja legend, we've got all these like old heads who are showing up, thinking about death. Kakashi's mourning Obito as a guy I'm not supposed to know about, but I do. Right at the end, which I would count this as like the definitive end of the arc of the Chunin Exams. Right at the end, we get a little teaser of what's to come. It's guys in cloaks. It's the Akatsuki. They got Itachi on the way. This one is an 8 out of 10. Again, it's all cleanup. We're finishing up the arc. I appreciate the work they put into tying a nice, neat little bow on this, giving the third Hokage a proper send-off. Because, like, a lot of old men will die in anime, and it'll be like, he was a staple of the village, or his age and wisdom will be forever missed. But in this case here, they're just like, yeah, the third Hokage was a super nice man, and he was constantly trying to uplift the ninja youth. Episode 81, Return of the Morning Mist. So now that we're outside of the Chunin exams, we have new knowledge of our characters. We've got new directions for everybody. Sasuke is just steeped in so much trauma, and now we can kind of see behind the curtain and understand why he's always brooding. Because literally he's constantly thinking about his damn brother. Constantly thinking about, oh man, that was fucked up what happened to me. On the other side of things, Naruto, he's just pushing himself. He's doing great. We cut to the Sand Ninjas, and they realize they've been played. Yeah, no shit. The Kazekage, the real one, had been murdered, and the Sand Ninjas are just like, ah, gosh, sorry, guys. We got ahead of ourselves. We was tricked. And then, of course, Orochimaru is just moping, all while Kabuto tries so hard to lick that snake's boot. Some old people approach Jiraiya, offering for him to become the next Hokage, and naturally that old pervert says no, but he does raise that Tsunade would be a good choice for that, so we're going to probably get to see her soon, which is great. Probably going to go on a voyage to get her and bring Naruto along with him, and we get a proper confrontation between the Akatsuki and some of the Jonin of the village. So we've got Itachi here, who, of course, we know he's the other Uchiha boy. Got that Sharingan eye. But we also have Kisame? I may be saying that wrong. But he's a big fish man with a big sword. And the two of them do a little bit of battling with some of our Jonin. And Kashi shows up right at the end to sort of help out. Who knows what'll happen next time? This one was a 6 out of 10 for me. It's so hard because you come from the strength of the previous episode with the funeral and everything, and now we're literally on the first episode of a brand new arc. I don't know, it's tough to compare the two, but clearly it still needs time to sort of establish itself. And that's so fair. I will not hold it accountable for that. With that, we get the overall rating of this batch of episodes. So, tallied up, the overall rating is 7.2 out of 10. And I gotta say, this one was a fun arc. If you had told me that the Chunin exams would end with a giant monster fight, I would not have believed you. I kind of assumed that the Chunin exams were going to just be the fights in the arena. I didn't really think that it would go off the rails like this, and I'm so happy it did. Because ninja politics being what they are, an incident was bound to occur. Of course, the good guys won and the bad guys ran away, but there's all of this sort of uncertainty and discord. And we've also got a whole new batch of weird guys to show up and cause problems. There's a new arc on the way. This previous one, very good. I'm excited to see Itachi, finally. I'm excited to see Tsunade, and I'm just excited to see where we go from here. I'm running out of stuff that I know about Naruto, is the thing. I know so many little tidbits that I guess are mainly early story spoilers. So getting to be at this point where I might not know what's going to happen next, very satisfying. I'm excited to be in an era of Naruto where I can't predict what's going to happen next. Thank you very much for watching. If you're subscribed, thanks for sticking with our channel. If you aren't, why not? We've got a lot of other fun videos on this channel. Feel free to check them out. Maybe you'll find something you enjoy. You can follow us on Twitter @DigiDreamClub. We post announcements for videos and also streams that we do, if you're into that. You can join the Digital Dream Club Discord. There should be a link to that in the description. Feel free to talk to us about the things you enjoy. If you disagree with any of my Naruto takes, you can go ahead and @ me in the server and talk about that. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a really great day.